Alrighty, hey everybody, how you guys doing this evening? Let's get some Final Fantasy MSQing done, amongst, a bunch of other things. And we'll have more and more time to do so because of the fact that nobody in the group really wants to do beyond what we've already done for raid stuff, which I'm actually kind of disappointed in, but oh, there we go, Sula. We're gonna finish this one up first. Oh, you are, I mean, who are you? Do you require something from me? The herbs? I came upon them when I was hunting, nothing more. I have heard that medicine made from them is effective in treating the ailments of young children. It seemed only meet that I should do my part, as it were. What do you know of Parshin's troubles? Oh, that? Well, very well. I believe I can shed some light on the root of Parshin's distress. That is what you wish to hear, yes? Yazan asked you to speak with me, just as he asked you to gather his herbs. Well, then perhaps it's best for us to all speak together. Go to him and allow me some time to gather my thoughts. I shall approach you when I am ready. Very well. Yazan. Yazan. Oh, and I just realized that. I keep doing that and I hate it. I need to get a background for Vampire Survivors. Because at the very least, it'll stay blocked when I go back to Final Fantasy XIV. Even if it's with the incorrect one. Oh well. You're just in time. I've only just finished synthesizing the medicine. So did Zula tell you anything of interest? Well, I suppose I can hear straight from her. I appreciate that you felt it fit to include me. Firstly, I owe you an apology. I was sneaking about out of concern for Passerine. I know what it is that weighs on her mind, you see. That is what you want to know, yes? The story is troubling to hear, and even more troubling to relate. Before I tell it, you must promise me that you will be her strength in the days to come. Of course, anything to help a friend. Lazar, her beloved husband was killed. When the veil of chaos descended upon the world, he fled into the jungle and transformed into one of those terrible beasts. He returned here as a monster, where my sister Chappa met his wrath. Neither of them survived the ensuing struggle. I was there as well. Despite his monstrous form, I knew it was Lazar. I froze in terror, while Chappa stood undaunted. She fought alone for my cowardice. It was my fault that she died. I knew this, and yet I laid the blame on Passerine's shoulders. I lashed out at her, cursing her for her husband's cowardice, when we both should have comforted each other in mourning. I turned my back on her. I left her to bear the burden not of one, but of two deaths. It is only natural that she would be hesitant to look over after another, given that. I was a fool to condemn Passerine, when it was my duty to protect the people here. I wanted nothing more than to apologize since that day, but I fear my words are too cruel to forgive. I cannot meet her gaze. It was a difficult time for everyone. We often lose ourselves in moments of crisis, but so long as we find our way back, we are worthy of forgiveness. Chappa would agree, I'm sure. She wouldn't blame you for what happened, nor would she want you to blame yourself. Passerine doubtless feels the same. You are right. I must apologize to her. That is the only course. Kisara, was it? I will speak to Passerine, but I require some time to muster my courage. Soon, I promise. The Arakatosaka. I can't pronounce the race's name. But yeah, them. For some reason, is the only race that's taller than I am. That's, in female form anyway. See? I just realized that I was looking up. I was like, holy crap, I'm actually looking up. Everybody else I look at is down. Thank you for lending an ear to my troubles, Kisara. If you are willing, there's a place I would travel to, and I wish for you to accompany me. Administering to my duties may help calm my nerves. To that end, I mean to inspect the temples for signs of disrepair. After we have finished, I hope to find the courage to once again look at Passerines in the eyes. With all the monsters about, most of my attention of late has been focused on finding and protecting those who have fled. With the arrival of the Radiant Host, however, there is finally time to attend to this long-neglected duty. I too must ask that you go, Usula. Knowing that their holy places are being cared for may set these people's hearts at ease. Even an ounce of comfort is precious in these trying times. Much appreciated. Would that I could join you, but I'm afraid an alchemist's tools are of little use against fangs and claws. You'd be surprised what an alchemist can do. Take that alembic of yours and just smash it across their face. I think you can kill a couple monsters that way. Anyway. That doesn't mean I'll sit idly by, however. I will remain here and continue making medicine for the children. My hands may be clumsy with a sword and shield, but there are a few more adroit with a mortar and pestle. Oh, is that a challenge? I know that my alchemist only is at 82 or whatever, but... We are blessed... sorry, wrong voice. We are blessed indeed to have a pair of such as you looking after us. Well then, let us begin the patrol. Since our first destination should be Perusa, this is southeast. It's a bit of a trek, so make the proper arrangements before departing. Proper arrangements. I got on my mountain, I'm flying. Let's go. It is slightly dangerous because I am flying around as a level 80 in an 85 area. But hopefully we'll be fine. It has been some time since I set foot here in these hallowed grounds. In times bygone, there were even more such places in the region, but many were moved to Vanaspati. From one of the divinities worshipped here were these words passed down, that we might send off our departed with its wisdom. Just as life leads to death, so does death lead to life. Do not shed tears for the departed, for they have set foot upon a new journey. Be not forlorn that your paths have diverged, but look forward with joy to the day that they might cross again. For as long as I can remember, I followed my sister's footsteps. In her absence, I have felt lost. Whenever I think to forge my path of my own making, my legs become heavy, and my heart becomes anxious. Sometimes standing still offers a new perspective. Thank you, Kisara. Yazan has a generous soul, and to have your wisdom to buoy me is more than I deserve. Would that I could open my heart to Passerine in such a way. This part of the temple appears to be well kept. Let us check the other side, shall we? Zoom. And this area is in ghastly shape. Scratches here and cracks there. Will you help me investigate further? We will cover more ground by searching separately. I shall search around this area. I trust you to do your due diligence. Okay, there's not an architect crafting class, so I'm not sure what I'd be looking for. Oh yeah, this one stone is more damaged than all the others. Sure, The stones of the foundation appear to be unstable. However, filling the areas where the grout has fallen away filling the areas where the grout has fallen away will remedy that. I.e., put more grout in. This is where it's going to get a little dangerous. Actually, let's make it less dangerous. Stones here are cracked and require repair. Yeah, I'll keep it here because I need to swap over back to Dragoon before we're done here. Aha. Kochi. Kochi. Let's see. The stones are crumbling and fragments of them litter the ground. It would be best to replace them. Very well then. You want to go, mate? I'll go. Oh. I should punish him for doing that. But I'll let it go. I'll be the bigger person. Have you finished? Was it as bad as it looks? I see. This may have been the site of a battle or some other horrible conflict. I must do what I can to see it repaired. Though this temple may be remote, the devout do come here on occasion to offer their prayers. Thank you for helping me today. This has helped me forget the crises that plague us and reminded me of simpler times. When we would look after the roads and protect pilgrims on their journeys. I ever looked forward to setting out on my own patrol with my sister by my side. I must find a way to manage without her, to set foot upon my own path. My first step must be to apologize to Passerine, even if she may refuse it. No more distractions. That being said, if you were by my side, it may be all the easier for me to find the right words. Alright. And let's just swap back over to Dragoon before we land. These frog noises almost sound like croquis, or at least like the wind up to them. There's not that cookie. It's almost nostalgic. It's been a while since I've heard the rest of those frog cries. There they are. Well, Sula looks determined to see this through. My heart is pounding. The sooner this is done, the better it shall be for both of us, I hope. Oh, hello, Kasara and Sula. I take it your patrol was fruitful. I just admitted the soothing valve to Passerine's child. Oh, she's sleeping sounding now, so us speaking should not wake her. Passerine, I'm sorry. I should not have said those horrible things before, and I was not in my right mind. It was my fault my sister was killed. I stood frozen in fear when Dazar attacked, yet when it was all over, I placed the blame on you. I was a fool. No, Sula, you were right. It was I who couldn't ease his troubles. It was my fault he succumbed to the despair that gnawed at his heart. We've all lost something during this tragedy. Not me, I'm that good. All my friends came back. Oh man, I shouldn't say that to them. That would be dark.
No one's fault but fate.
There's reason in your answer, of course. But forgiveness of the self is no simple matter.
I'm overjoyed to speak with you again, Sula.
Oh, I am overjoyed to speak with you again, Sula. However, I'm afraid I need more time to come to terms with everything that has occurred. Would that I knew how much Passerine was suffering. I could have been there to comfort her. Perhaps there is something I can do now, something I could do to set her on the right path.
Hopefully this is the last one before we unlock the thing. Wine dark soup. Glory bee soup. Hamsa curry. Mmm. And Carignac. Carignac.
It is plain that Passerine's not ready to forgive herself, but I'm at a loss of what we should do.
Should we leave her be?
Or is there something we could do to help? I, for one, will not idly stand by while she suffers alone. Perhaps if she had something to remind her of her beloved, she would more easily accept his loss. Passerine never did have the chance to say her farewells. So I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more. Will I have it? It appears I should be in your debt yet again, but it is well worth it. During the chaos, most of us fled northwest toward the bridge. Let us retrace those steps, and we may find something that belonged to the Tsar.
At this point? I don't know. This is where, like, the time lapse is a little weird.
Let us pick up anything that catches your eye, and we can share what we have found once we've reached the bridge.
Thank you for all you've done for Sula thus far, Kisara. Her spirits are already much improved for your efforts. Let's hope that we can effect the same change in Passerine. The Tsar did enjoy his jewelry and baubles, and so it's not inconceivable that he may have dropped something after he fled. If you should spy anything glittering in the brush, it couldn't help to pick it up. Oh, that must be the thing. Arakasudara. Arakasudara, right? That's the name of the race. Arakasudara. Though the glimmer of this object caught your eye at a distance, on closer inspection, it's just a rock. It's not my fault. Look how shiny these rocks are in the rain. I can't be blamed for making that mistake. I got a rock. Uh-oh. Okay, good. That thing is scaled for me. I was like, uh-oh.
How goes the search? I found his necklace among the underbrush, one of the Tsar's favorites, but it seems to be missing the jewel that made it shine so brilliantly. What's that you have in your hand? What? This is it! The very jewel I spoke of! We make an excellent team, eh? However, we cannot give this to Passerine as it is. We must repair it first. Doubtless Yazan will be able to lend his expertise in that respect. Let us return to the village and speak with him. Well, the Alchemist Guild and the Goldsmith Guild share the same city, so I could see an alchemist being able to repair some jewelry. I could see that. There's Yazan. Sula's told me all about your findings. Quite excitedly, in fact. She's gone to find the materials so she could polish the necklace into a mirror sheen. As for the jewel, I believe I could take it off your hands for the time being. It's materia! Older materia that I probably wouldn't make use of, but it's materia.
This repair should prove simple enough. Adhesive is one of the most elementary recipes. I'm very much aware of that. Once the necklace is in presentable shape, I'll bring it to Sula and I'll bring Sula to visit Passerine. Would you go ahead and tell her to wait for us? If we take longer than expected, I trust you can keep her enraptured with one of your grand tales.
Let's see. What story shall I recount? You have something for me? I don't recall asking anything of you. Passerine, I would like you to have this, please. This is Dazar's necklace. Oh, how proud he was so proud the day he bought this. How in the world did you find it? I had naught but memories of to remind me of him, but the sight of this makes me feel like he isn't so far away after all. That he isn't, but that's okay. There is nothing I can do to change the past, but I can work to help give us both a brighter future. This was the least I could do. I could not have done it without the help of these two. I know I'm giving her an Indian-ish accent. I actually work with an Indian, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm not racist. No, okay. I'm just making an attempt. I'm not gonna do anything more. Thank you for this gift, truly, and for your wise words. I see now that you were right. We mustn't let the tragedy of yesterday keep us rooted in place. Sometimes we must stop to consider the best way forward. I'm going to give the same one to both, you know.
Well said, well said. Might I add that wounds heal more quickly when a salve is applied to them. When we ignore the pain they cause, they rot. We must take action to see them healed and rest when we are tired. Only when our energy returns can we move forward. Carefully, one step at a time.
Yes, one step at a time. Izan, if it isn't too much trouble, could I help to care for the child? The scars of recent tragedy are yet too fresh for me to care for her entirely by myself. But even so, that doesn't mean I cannot assist in some small way. I have my own child to look after, of course, but still, if you were to take the child under your wing, I would be happy to assist you whenever you needed me. For the time being, I could be her wet nurse. Any medicine she requires would be your responsibility, I suppose. Together we can see that she emerges from her affliction as hale as any healthy newborn babe.
That's a splendid idea, I must admit. I could hardly think of a better arrangement myself.
I shall hunt and bring food for the child so that she might grow to be strong like her father and mother. That is what Chappa would do, one step at a time, and I shall make her proud. The emptiness I feel at Dazar's loss will take some time to fill, but I believe in time I will heal. He would want me to heal. Allow me to thank you once again for all you've done. We owe you more than we can repay. Now, I would like to see the child for myself.
I'm not one for the subtleties of conversation, but I'd say that went as well as could be expected, wouldn't you? Now, come back to my workshop. There's something I'd like to give you.
I was about to complain and say, why can't you give it to me now? But he probably has it in his workshop, and thus...
Truth be told, I had already resolved to raise the child myself, but the prospect of having a helping hand is comforting indeed. I suppose the true work starts from here, eh? I'm glad to finally have good news to share with Kirsaf and Mavan. I've been so preoccupied with treating the sick and injured that I have little time to think of the departed. My friends are gone, but I could still honor their memory. If anything has become clear from recent events, is that people of this settlement must speak with one another about their troubles. Solitary thoughts are so quickly turned dark. I'm more than capable of treating the wounds that we can see, but it takes a community to heal those that are hidden. I admit the latter prospect may take some time for me to become accustomed to. You'll find a way, as an alchemist, a friend, and a father. Would that there were more than one of me, eh? Luckily, I know more than a few concoctions that will give me the vigor of several men. I only need to have the energy to brew them. Regardless, I apologize for dragging you along this time, even though I doubt we would have arrived at such an amicable conclusion without you. So, I retract my apology. Give it back! I want that apology! Give it back! Well then, it'll soon be my turn to care for the child. Although her parents are no longer with us, I must do my utmost to raise their daughter in a way that would meet with their approval. I owe my friends that much. Peace! All of them sucked. All of them were terrible foods, but I'll just take something. Alright. There we go. And away we go. So the tribe quests... Yay. I really need to finish some of these older ones. But yeah, this tribe quest for the Matanga slash Arakasodara. Hold on, my audio is going a little funky. There we are. Still sounds a little bit funky, but not terrible. Oh, this quest line that I left behind. Okay. Ready to tackle another job then? This one was registered by a local fisherman asking for help with marauding monsters. Ordinarily, the Radiant Host keeps the worst wildlife in check, but these days there just haven't been enough blades to spare. You'll want to speak with the fisherman himself for the details. I could not read the scroll he left for a name, but he's an Arakasodara, and should be found in the fishing waters from the western shore. Wait, another Matanga? Kisara, you could always use more coin, yes? Because I could certainly benefit from your wise and experienced company. I remember this. A fine pair of hunters we shall make. Come, let us speak with this Arakasodara, a fisherman. I feel like the pause actually worked in my favor. For that read. And away we go. Arakasodara. Arakasodara. I'm never going to get that right. Nope. This is an idling fisher. Hello. Not now, friend. I need my rest. I'm gonna kick your butt.
I must overcome this. Come to take care of the monsters, have you? About damn time. We're fine when we're out on the water, of course. But even a fisher needs to walk on land every now and again, and the trails grow ever more perilous by the day. I've managed to sneak through without a scratch so far, but friends of mine haven't been so fortunate. Talk to the others around here, they'll tell you. I might need your help with that, Kisar. Speaking with the Karasodara is still challenging for me. Should we do this together then? Yes, fine. Good idea. That's what this idling fisher here was for. You want to hear about the monsters? I saw three big brutes on my way to Akyale and Yamad. Never seen the like around these parts before. You want a story? When I left Akyale the other day, I almost walked straight into a fiend with a tongue as long as my arm. Barely escaped being gobbled up on the spot. Attacked by the wildlife? Oh yes. While I was hauling the catch back to town, I dropped a lot and fled for my life. The roads used to be safe enough, but now. Hopefully this, actually considering that I've only done one of each. So, do you understand why we had to send for help? I understand that you have a problem with long-tongued brutes terrorizing your roads. Those creatures are what we call pisaka. Without an army sending out their regular patrols, it seems the inland monsters have become expanding their territories. They've forgotten their fear of us, and that when people start dying, I need you to remind them. Once you have found and slain these overly bold Pisaka, I ask that you bring me one of their carcasses. There's something I've been curious about. Very well, let's make this a contest, shall we? The first to tackle a Pisaka is the victor. Never seen anyone so eager to throw herself headlong into Pisaka's jaws. Shouldn't you be chasing after her? You're not going to question the fact that she was talking to you without looking at you, dude? Being super disrespectful. This is the place that we're building up. There's a lot of people here, and I assume that's why we're clearing out this road in particular. Ha! First kill is mine. Grandmother always said that the hunter that should be swift, like a diving mule. Would you mind tracking down the other two? Once they saw what I did to their friend, they fled to the northwest. I can haul this lump back to the beach while you finish the hunt. You would be alone with the Arakado Sodara. Ha! My fear has begun to ebb. Somewhat. Now go, before some other poor soul crosses the path with those monsters. I'm not sure what to give somebody from, like the accent I should give. Someone from the steppe. Oh, there they both are.
These two died way too fast. I'm hyper disappointed at that. I should probably queue up for something too. Ah, there you are. Your friend is stronger than she looks. We had to load the carcass onto a boat to carry it away. What of the Pisaka's packmates? Did you find them? Pisaka's, right? Mm-hmm. Both slain then. That is good. Of course she slew them. Songs of Kisara's deeds are sung across the steppe. My aching arms would like to know why you wanted the remains, though. Why else? To make use of its parts. The scales can be spun into silver, and the meat will fill our pots. The bones and teeth we can craft into hooks and other tools. We kill nothing for the sake of killing, even murderous monsters. The 2 bodies you left behind will serve as a warning to the others of their kind. If it keeps them away, then no more blood need be shed. Seems our tribes share similar customs when it comes to using every part of the kill. As grandmother always said, be not wasteful of the lives you take to sustain your own. You're so very different from your kin, the Gajasura. Oh, that's why you've been avoiding my... Oh, so that's what you've been avoiding my gaze. If only you were if your only experience with the Matanga have been our brutal cousins, then you'll find that the Akara do Sodara an upgradable lot by comparison. Might even make a few friends, eh? Here's your payment. Well earned, I'd say. Another job finished. We should report to Kankana. I wonder how you pronounce that C. Is it a hard C or a soft C? Anyway. That she might strike it from her list. Let me know when you're done basking in the success of our hunt, and we can return to Yelmad. Bitch, just calm down. Ready then? I've been counting the contents of my coin purse. I have enough to buy passage on a ship, but as for food and other supplies, well, I would feel more comfortable with the pay from one more job weighing down my belt. You can see me through just one more, yes? At the very least, let's make a report to Kankana before and ask what else she has to offer. Come, show me how fleet on foot you are, champion. Why? Why do I need to show you how fleet on foot I am when I can just ride a horse? Yeah, I was like, wait, something's not right. All right, cutscenes. Kisara, safely back from your work on shore, I see. But where is Ogul? My coin purse. Some slippery son of a Zol snatched it from me, brazen as you please. I lost sight of him in the market, along with all my other worldly wealth. How am I supposed to pay for lodgings or food? Already my belly cries in protest. Oh, you poor thing. And after all the good work you've done for us, you will stay with me tonight. I insist. You would take me in? I saw that. You looked me right in the eye. Finally warming up to us, our Akara Sodara, are you? I can barely see you through the tears, but yes, maybe now I can stand to be in the same room as a Matanga. Some of them, anyway. I'm glad to hear it. Here, I'll lend you a few coins as well. We can't have you running around without a guild to your name.
Thank you. In fact, why don't we head to my house now? And we can fill that complaining belly of yours. You're more than welcome to join us, Kisara. The giant ass bodies of the Akara Sodara make those times where it's like sidestep this way, turn, and then move all the more awkward. It's a limitation of the... What are those guys doing over there? You there, empty your satchel right now. Alright. Did I miss anything other than that? Doesn't seem like it. I guess there was only the demand. That's not a bad outfit. Oh, Kisara, something terrible has happened. I've been robbed. We saw a boy jumping out of the window as we approached. And when I looked inside, all my belongings have been turned inside out. Ogul has set in pursuit of the thief, but hasn't returned. Do you think you could catch up with her and see if everything's alright? Alright. Alright. The way I have to put my tongue to get those hard T's, really hard T's, is really awkward for getting an L beforehand that they pronounce pretty correctly, so. You know, as far as American English is understood anyway. I'll lock up here. And you can meet me back at my offices when you found her. Here we go. I thought that was her for a second, but I was wrong. Meet me back at the offices. So, we have the office building straight ahead, right? And then over here, we've got Ogul. Anyway. Dang! I've lost him again. I swear it was the same Hyoran boy who made off with my coin purse. His size, his clothing, it all matches. I was willing to cut my losses and earn more gil, but this is an insult to my host. It will not stand. Grandmother always said to repay one's favors, and by the Dusk Mother, I mean to do just that. Will you help me find justice for Kankana? Then we start by asking around for more information. I have a feeling we are not the only ones who have fallen afoul of this thieving urchin. The swifter we act, the better our chances, yes? I say we split up and gather what clues we can, and meet back at Kankana's offices. Mean that guy? Let's see. I say we wait for him to strike again. Like, if this was an actual open world game, or if I can make further decision than what's already locked behind. We wait for him to strike again, and I just descend on him. Maybe not on this dragon, but on one of my mounts, and be like, hey, buddy, old pal, buddy. How about you, give back all the stuff you stole? There was another robbery. I wonder if it's the same boy I found in my house the other day. He yelled that he was sorry, and when I saw the desperation on his face, I didn't have the heart to chase after him. Okay, we're in. I hate it when it's that small, but I can't see anything. Either because there's a lot of stuff in the way, or... There we go. This is second-hand information, mind you. But I hear that the thief you're looking for is barely more than a child. Sad, isn't it? How terrible things have become that a young boy is forced into a life of crime just to survive. Nope. Ah, over there. But I don't think I can actually get up onto that platform from the water, so I'm going to do this hop to make it shorter. The recent rash of pickpocketing? Oh yes, I've heard several stories. They say it's the work of the same criminal. Great. This is all stuff we've already established. Always so frustrating when it's just like, here, do all this work, and it's everything you already knew. I'm afraid we'll have to wait. Well, champion, what have we discovered? Nothing new. So our tale was a familiar one. And from what I heard with the local children, it's even more disturbing. They tell me a stranger, approached them with the promise of work and easy coin. I have no proof of this offer is connected with the recent robberies, but it does seem suspicious. And if this stranger is truly recruiting younger ones to steal for him, then he is the one I would punish for these crimes. We just need to find him first. Razatan closing its gates left many struggling to make a living. And the appearance of that ghastly tower sparked a chain of events that still has the radiant host spread too thin on many fronts. Under the circumstances, a rise in crime is to be expected. We are fortunate then to have the two of you here to act on our behalf as lawkeepers. So please, accept this as payment. We cannot expect you to work on an empty stomach. A new hunt begins. Come, let us track down the one behind all this. But we are not sure if the stranger is actually involved in the robberies, let alone where to start looking for him. There's a simple way to find out. We lure our boy thief into stealing from me again. If what we suspect is true, then he will likely take any ill-gotten gains directly to his patron. So I will play the part of an unguarded traveler, flaunting a heavy purse or some such. Kisara, you keep watch over for the little pickpocket, and be ready to follow him when he makes his move. Should he lead you to some shadowy figure, then I want you to herd them both to the west. I will circle around, and I'll be lying in wait to spring an ambush. That's really quite clever, Orgul. I'm impressed. Grandmother always said, if you want to catch the big fish, don't spare the bait. The same applies to slippery criminals. Now, right then, let's take our places in the town square and lay the trap for our quarry. I will try to make the lure something obvious so you can see it being stolen from afar. Oh, this is gonna be one of those I'ma catch you with the binoculars bit. Ooh. Yep. Destination. And I'm gonna be looking for the town square. Ka-shing! Nope. What's the big... Oh. Nice sword. A little heavy for a kid to steal, though, wouldn't you think? Especially a kid that size. Like, if we're talking like a teenager, like even young teen. Watch him steal the katana from off her belt as opposed to take the sword that's on the floor. It would be amazing if he was that good. I wouldn't, not yet anyway.
Oh, okay, good. I'm just going into a better position. Oh! Trixie! Obviously, that's just lazy, lazy quote-unquote. It's efficient animation to make sure that everything's, you know, up and running as quick, because honestly, it would be exactly that. I'm gonna stand here because he might turn around. He's really rushing, isn't he? I'm praying these barrels. Let's see. Oh shit. That's how you lose them. An Arca Sodara? I mean, I suppose that, you know, it's just really weird there's an Arca Sodara. You're not circling around the other side. You're still behind me. Aha. Wanted to make sure that whether or not I got it. Oh, you're a proper little scoundrel, aren't you? Nice work. I'll fence the rest of the goods, and then you'll get your cut. God damn it, Raskier! I told you to check for tails. You want your family to learn of our arrangement? Now run! Westward's perfect. She was gonna circle around from there. So why would you call him by his name if you wanted to keep him around? Nice job, Ogul. My apologies, Kisara. I intended to circle around as planned, but when I heard how you yelled at the child, my rage could not be contained. Grandmother always said, to those who prey on the weak are undeserving of mercy, so I beat him senseless. Fool of a Matanga. When he wakes, he'll find himself in the custody of the Radiant Host. Miss? I'm sorry you got hurt because of me, and I'm sorry for taking your belongings. Apology accepted. Apology accepted, young one. It is a brave thing to admit when you are wrong. Help me explain the situation to your lawkeepers, and we can steer you back on the right path. If you say so, miss. I will cart this refuse to the nearest guardhouse. Pray inform Kankana of our success. Can you cart with an injured shoulder, my girl? You're amazing, but... I will just, you know, take it and run at this point, considering that, you know, I have no other choice at this point, right? Alright. Oh, cool. Is everything alright? Kisara told me what happened. All is well. They began interrogating the man before I left, and he was blubbering about where he had stashed the stolen goods. The soldiers planned to recover the cash and return the items to the rightful owners. Praise be to the sisters. That was a weird... I'll try that again. Praise be to the sisters. Sisters. Another weird tongue position with the T and the S. Anyway.
There were certain personal articles, things very dear to me, that I thought lost forever. Oh, I should also mention the Rakashir, our boy thief. It seems his parents were out of work and were begging for scraps. His crimes were out of necessity, and after seeing the considerable remorse he showed for his action, I decided to let him keep the coin he took from me, as well as my share of the reward from the Radiant Host. As grandmother always said, children are the greatest treasure of all. I can hardly let him and his family starve, now can I?
You're right back where you started.
I can edit back again easily enough. And since I have tamed my fear of the Akasurara, there's no need to rush. I will take my time and explore all the wonders this island has to offer. Thank you, Kisara, for staying on my side this long. But I think I can continue on alone. Speaking of which, Kankara, have you any new tasks available? Ah, my dear Ogul, I have the perfect job for you. Ah, my dear Ogul, I have the perfect job for you. I actually have business with the employer myself, so we can head off together if you like. There you go, Kisar. I hadn't forgotten your half of the reward. May your adventures be many and your hunts successful.
I'd say keep it. I don't need it. I know I'm perennially broke when it comes to this game by comparison to a lot of other people that I play with, but I don't need the money. You take it. You need it more than I do. Like, even if it was 100,000 and not just 1,000, I'd be like, eh. Alright. Now we go back there. Yeah, let's definitely queue up for something because we're getting somewhere. What should I level? Should I level Dragoon? Do you want to know what? Let's get one of the healers. Let's do Sage. I was kind of drowning the last time we were doing Ooh. I know I went the wrong direction, or I realized I went the wrong direction, but then I saw this. This I like. I like this change of pace with the way this was. Because before, it was, for me, it was just like, okay, I get, very tiny experience, nothing earth-shattering, but good enough, thanks. But now I get a little bit of lore about the area that I'm exploring. I know technically it was always there, but it was never in my face. Okay. Oh, somewhere here. Oh, it's Yezan. Ah, Kisara, just the woman I was hoping to see. Now that I've had the opportunity to speak with more the people here, I realize their plight is even more dire than I had imagined. The recent crisis has caused the flow of supplies to grind to a halt, and the people here can scarcely meet their needs. It would seem that this would be the case even without the influx of refugees. One way we might alleviate this this is to requisition shipment from Yelamad, but the process takes precious time. I fear that many would stop before we even see a single sack of grain. All of this is exacerbated by the lack of able-bodied fighters. The wounded are many, and there are few who have the strength and skill to guard us from the beasts lurking in the forests. Can you turn down just a little bit? Jane? Can you turn down a smidge? Thank you. The Radiant Host would give their lives to protect us, but every day more of them are injured. Bravery alone is only worth so much in the face of overwhelming numbers. And while I am much appreciative of your help so far, I'm not so naive as to think that you will need to remain here indefinitely. Had we another of your skill to help us, we might be at least stand a chance to weather the worst of this storm. However, my time at the Great Work was spent largely in solitude, and the people of this village know little beyond its walls. But you've seen the furthest reaches and back, yes? Do you know of anyone who might be able to let the star tom to these humble folk? I'll go with the first one. That's more of her, in my opinion. I knew I could count on your wide web of storied personages. Ogul and Kanaka, you say? I believe we may be able to kill two birds with one stone with that pair. Unfortunately, my hands are full meeting the medicinal needs of the village. Seeing as you're already acquainted with these fellows, could you appeal to them on our behalf? Apologies once again for putting so much on your shoulders, but it's for the good of one and all. Can I count on your assistance? Thank you, friend. Well then, off to Yellowmad and to meet this Kankana, eh? Safe travels, and I'll pray that you return with good news. I just came from there, though! Wow, that normal raids bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now let's go into the alliance raids. That gives more experience anyway, so I'm okay with that. It should be slightly faster. If only by a smidgen. A smidgen pigeon.
Oh, it's you. Hello?
Hail, Kisara. My day brightens to see you again. I just left like not 15 minutes ago.
Well, if it isn't Kisara, I'd wondered when you might walk through my door again. You'll be pleased to hear that young Rakshir has been taken to adventuring like a thief to a coin purse. He's more than capable enough to assist me on less arduous tasks. Indeed, his future is bright. However, as much as it heartens me to see you, I sense your visit isn't entirely motivated by curiosity in our affairs, yes? I see. I did not know the Palaka Sand was beset by such troubles. But I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, all things considered. Naturally, I will do all in my power to help. A few words to the right people and the merchants shall have their shipment of supplies ready in a matter of bells. Inform this Yelzan that aid is on the way, and for much less coin than merchants would usually charge. This chaos has gripped all of Razatan, and it's only together that we can find the strength to release ourselves from it. And if you require an adventure, then look no further. The supplies the brave souls require brave souls to defend them, yes? Then I offer mine, and I await you at the gates. Wait for me! I'm coming too! Okay, I was waiting for that to finish before I healed out. Man, I always feel so guilty. It's like, oh my god, this is such a long freaking cutscene, and I'm waiting for this and this, that, and the other. And then I hop in and it's just like, oh, it wasn't even the last person. Jeez, okay. Ah, we're here again. Anthony's not here yet. There he be. Viewing the cutscene, so I can't do it, but I will. I assume that as soon as he's done with his cutscene, then we get out.
Waiting for it. I was just about right. Legma. I think he's probably still handing. Yeah, I don't think he's moving. Oh no. He might have just started. Takes a while to load in, doesn't he? He won't make it, but that's fine. Oh boy, ancient flares. Perfect. I'll take this. Lots of conversation in the chat. That's probably confusing the heck out of the newbie tank. Oh. There's a bunch of reasons why I like the freaking... What's it called? The twinning. Having a partial part of the song be a remix of this is baller. Absolutely baller. Checking to see if he's reacting to me in any way, shape, or form. Crazy. Oh. Our tank was the one that pulled. Whoopsie daisy. It actually costs MP. It does cost MP. I feel like anything with a charge shouldn't cost MP. That's not what I wanted to hit. It was this one. The other tanks are letting him take it. Interesting. I need to make use of that more often. My teleports on Black Mage, Icarus Wings on Sage. Makes real good use of a bunch of different things. I have a feeling that our tank has a HDD problem. That was useless. That's okay. We are actually Alliance C. Just in case, I'll give him a shield. But I don't think he's going to get hit by anything that would cause it to pop. Not that I could make use of it at this level anyway. Gotta keep an eye out for when that etheric bomb comes. Why did he pop Hallowed? I'm so confused. It's alright. No. No one in our team has a bomb. Well, I guess I get to take a break. There's nothing I can do except for if the... I think he's casting it. I'll give him that, because honestly, I don't... The amount of damage that comes out here, I don't do anything with it. There's so much that I could get done, but I just... There's not enough damage for me to heal with those off GCDs. Let me rephrase that. The single target off GCDs. Here he comes. He's not looking at the cutscene anymore. I don't know why I hit that twice, but there we go. I'm gonna go over to this direction. Let me hit Phlegma one more time. That's the one thing that drives me nuts about Phlegma, is that it needs to be somewhere in there. Okay. No, come back! Come back! I need to put my dot back on you! I like this tank's gumption. His chutzpah, if you will. You deserve an off GCD heal over that. so much fun. I like it.
Main scenario puts me back down to 50 again. Let's wait a little bit. Let's see if we can get enough XP to push us over. You look like a freaking gatherer. I forget what are they called? The gleaners. The gleaners. Kankana made good on her word. Not that I doubted she would. The merchants were all likely all too eager to make such a sizable trade, even when they provided us with bags and coats for the journey. It appears Rashir will be joining us. Rakshir, sorry. As try as I might to convince him otherwise, his mind's made up. Hopefully this will prove to be another learning experience for him. And grandmother always did say that the road forward is paved with good deeds. Quoting her grandmother every single second of every day. Jeez, okay. 3 of us shall see no beast lay fang or claw on these provisions. There are more supplies to come, but they will be delivered by the Radiant Host. We shall be the vanguard and harbingers of salvation for Palaka Sand. And with that, let us be off. You know, I have a car, a 4-person. We could just, you know, fly there. I understand why it's going there, because they're going the long way around. So this is no up there. Ah, I see. Okay, so that's the part that's overlooking the ravine where Palaka Sand is. Polaka, 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 Polaka. 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 That's a B rank hunt, okay. Where are we? Ah. No. Not that I can't deal with it, I just don't wanna. Okay, are you hurt, Ogul? No, you're just getting started. Oh, I see. Oh no, that's her pack. For a second I was just like, what is she standing guard over? What a fright that Beakus gave us. That was a splendid display indeed. Your bravery never ceases to impress. I've never seen such a fierce warrior. I dare say she's every bit your equal. Children are so easily impressed. While Kisar is indeed a formidable adventurer, your teacher has many great deeds to her name too. And yet more to come. Now, the village is not far. Let's march and let us march, and I challenge any monster to approach. Hold on, you forgot the supplies! What I love is the fact that she has to say, look, I'm awesome too. When it was more like, you're awesome, but she is just as awesome. It's not like she's saying, or he was saying that I was bad, or that she was bad by comparison to me. Especially since I'm coming on healer, my stuff is probably nowhere near as cool as hers. Sula! Hello! Greetings, Kisara. I did not expect to meet you here of all places. They cut down the monster before it had the chance to pounce. That's not who I wanted to click on. There we go. Did you see that, Raxir? Mark well how quickly the beast succumbed to the fury of my blades. It is in no small part thanks to this brave Arkasuzara. Ah, so this is the adventurer Yazan spoke of. Not since my last hunt with sister have I fought so effortlessly with another. And I've never felt so invigorated. To have a mighty Arkasodara fighting by my side. How did you keep it up? Just watching you has me out of breath. Endurance is a product of long hours of practice, lad. Let us, well then, it seems my hunt is finished. Let us return to Palaka-san before we draw the attention of something deadlier. Liaison will be eager to speak with you upon your return. Do not keep him waiting long. Let's see. Yeah, I was waiting to see if leveling would become requiring healer. I'll be nice. I won't start this until after this fails, at least. I'll wait for it to fail before I decide to go, hey. I just made myself feel bad. Oh, fun times. Dang, even at level 60, I don't have Toxicon. Let's see, one of these. I'll take this one. Yeah, you can see it healed from AoEs. I guess it's not like to keep it from being overpowered. Certain magic attacks. Yeah, 130 versus 250. Yeah, it's smaller, but it's smaller because the rest of it. Gonna wait till he grabs the hate. Please don't do that. Oh, that was two things. So I have that one already. Okay. I'm not going to take it off you every time. I'm not.
I'm not wasting my MP on freaking Isuna-ing your stupid butt when you can come inside just as easy. You were trying to dodge. I will give you the benefit of the doubt. Died right then and there. That's hilarious. Oh, because I already have Eucrasia on. I'm sitting there like, what? Why can't I turn on Eucrasia? I want to take the pseudo sprite off me. Ooh. All right. This way. What was the emote that you could do to get rid of the bad feelings from being told that you were an idiot by the boss mobs or the mobs in general? Curious. Level 70 all round. Okay. Not that he's level or that new to the game, because this might be another class he's doing. Okay, good. Looks like this red mage knows what they're doing at the very least. Man, they got through prognosis real quick. Oh dear. Okay, good. That worked out. Why? Why? I hope that was a fat finger. Because there was no need to hit limit break for that, like whatsoever. Whatsoever. Lo and behold, I really like the shield healer. Ooh. Like I'm getting adjusted for the Eucrasia bit. There's a couple times where I don't like it, but let's see how well we can pull this off. Yeah, I'm not assuming him. There's no point. He's not a caster, so he's not losing that much whenever he gets, you know, stopped in his tracks. And it was something easily dodgeable. You let him learn. There we are. This is gonna be... Have fun with that. Not too bad. I'll stand over here. Good. At least he's taking it away. I just pray Oh, thank God. Oh, we killed it. Nice. Worth. Oh, I was going to give it to the red mage. Oh, well. So now I'm 85. That means I could technically do the 85 stuff. Oh, do I have gear for 85? Yes, I do. Not a lot, but more. Let's finish this one. There you are. Sula told me you've brought both the supplies and the protection you promised. She's at present preparing the game she hunted. She promised to spar with me afterward. I'm fast feeling I have made the right choice in coming here. I'm grateful for it, lass. It'll do Sula good to have your energizing presence by her side. I understand that there are yet more supplies to come. I must find a way to thank the merchants and the one who spurred them to action. Kankana, was it? If there's anything you require from the merchant, she'll be happy to help. It seems we find a reliable ally, thanks to you.
Oh, teacher, don't forget. We should ask about the journal we found. Oh, yes, of course. I was just about to mention it. The beast Sula and I felled was holding fast this. Perhaps you know who its owner is?
This. By the Mansuya. Banusya. Yes, I do in fact know who penned this journal. They were dear friends of mine. Unfortunately, they didn't survive the tragedy that befell us. Is it the one that we're thinking of? Or is this another set of friends?
I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Luckily, their memory lives on in their child. Okay, so it is who we're thinking about. And now, this journal. When she comes of age, I'll show this to her. That she might not come to know who her parents were.
Life is but a string of meetings and farewells. It is our memories that sustain us, that give us life. In this way, those whose journey has ended watch over those with the strength to step forward into the new day. Of all the wisdom grandmother passed down, I hold this to be the most precious. Memories are the greatest treasure that we can leave behind. Your grandmother had a way with words. She could have taught even the divinities a thing or two.
I dare say you might be right, young Rakshir. I'm not half so wise as she was, but her sage advice has been a beacon that has always guided me true. Why are we panning up? Because this isn't the end of the thing.
Truth be told, I first accompanied you here to repay the debt I owed, as grandmother would have wanted. I see now, however, the fate intended me to be here. In Sula, I have met a comrade in arms. Comrade in arms, the way that they say it in, at least, the dub, the English dub of the thing.
In Araxia, I have found a capable and eager student. For both their sakes, I must strive to be even better than I was the day before.
Perhaps I should take up the art of dance. The fierce display of the Sekiseigumi has compelled me to set down my spear and take up the katana, but the grace and deadliness from which the dancers throw their weapons has a charm all its own. Some measure of peace has returned to the matanga, and I believe my skills will be put to better use here. An adventurer must court challenge, after all. My teacher has a daring spirit, if slightly reckless. But worry not, I'll make sure she doesn't come to harm.
Have you listened to a single word I have said, Rakshir? You have no notion of the dangers I must brave daily. For now, you should be content to behold the greatest deeds and learn from them. I wager your adventures shouldn't take you far from here, Kisar. Rest assured, I shall safeguard the people of Palaka Sand in your stead.
I look forward to hearing tales of your exploits. Well then, first order of the day is to attune to the Aetherite and gather information. Wrote this lesson down, young Rakshir. For these are the fundamentals of adventuring. Come now.
She's not wrong, Rakshir. You listen to your teacher. Listen to your teacher. That's good advice.
Our lack of supplies was weighing heavily on my mind. I feared both Passerine and the child, for both Passerine and the child, but for the first time in a long while, I can breathe easily. Ogul's presence has proven to be a salve on Sula's mood as well. She laughs as she hasn't since her sister's passing. We have both you to thank for our reversal of fortunes. Even the departed has benefited from Ogul's arrival. The delivery of the journal was an unexpected boon and will doubtless prove to be vital in raising the child. And when she becomes old enough to understand its contents, she will come to know the deep love her parents had for her. A love so steadfast that it will shield her from the world's cruelty. Of course, I intend to tell her all about your part in her salvation as well. But for now, there's work to be done for both of us, I'm sure. Wheresoever your travels may take you, don't forget the friends you have in this corner of Thavnir. And lastly, one more thing! Be safe. If you die before I can repay the debt I owe you, I'll hunt you through the 7 hells until the ledger's balanced. So let's see that it doesn't come to that, eh? Is that a threat? I feel threatened. Hello? Ah. And away we go. At 85, did I get anything? No, I don't get anything till like 86. Yeah, there you go. Gracious. So, yeah, Gracious is Zoe. No, it's not. Gracious is... Oh, party member. That's a single target. Sorry, I thought that was AoE. You can hardly blame me for thinking that it's an AoE with the design of the icon. Don't judge me. Kankana. No, well, not that it really matters, but I will at least pick it up on my dancer. 82 versus 83. Yeah, let's do it on dancer. There we are. Ah, Kisara. Just who I was hoping to see. Do you have a moment? Just when I thought that normalcy had finally returned to us, I received word of some truly peculiar hippo sightings. Yes, hippos! A veritable herd of hippos! Hurtling down the high road, no less! How majestic! Yes, well, though the hippos have long inhabited Vanaspati, it is quite unusual to see them in such numbers outside their natural habitat, let alone harrying travelers on the high road. Yet harried the travelers are. If these hippos have been displaced by the fires that beset the jungle during the final days, why do we keep calling them final days when they're not the final days, like the end of the world? We fixed that. They were the final days at the time, but they're no longer. Anyway. We must find them a more suitable home for the sake of all concerned. I would normally ask the Radiant Hosts for help with such affairs, but they have already so much on their hands, and Ogul happens to be away, so can I ask you to look into the matter? Oh, thank you. You are truly a blessing. I don't know much more than what I have already told you, but I am sure that others in Yelmad have spotted a hurtling hippo or two. Very well then.
Willowy resident.
Hurtling hippos, you say? Oh yes, I saw them. Barreling down the high road at tremendous speed. It was frightening just to watch. They kicked up so much dust that I couldn't get a clear look at them, but everyone on the island knows that smooth silhouette. An adorable yet fearsome creature, the hippo.
Why are they calling just a hippo instead of a hippopotamus? That's the full name of the thing.
Yes, I've seen the hippos on a number of occasions, over by the Great Work. And this is the second time that I've answered that question in as many bells. One of the refugees came asking the very same question not moments ago. Derna, I believe her name was. If you're looking for the same hippos, maybe she could help. She set off towards the perfumed rise last I saw.
And the perfumed rise is... Dar. Oh, no. I haven't finished. I have to talk to 3 people. Then I go to the perfumed rise, I assume. Is this about those dreadful Akarsudar up north? Hitching cars to their hippos and Sundurva knows what else. If they've come down to join the other refugees, I don't doubt that they'd be stirring up trouble. As if we don't have enough people leeching off our goodwill already. I'm gonna kick you in the rear. I'm hoping to unlock the B-Stripe quest at the end of this, like real quick. Like I'll save the MSQ for another day, if I'm able to do this. Turna,
What are you looking at?
can't you see I'm in the middle? Well, no, sorry, the way that they wrote her, I can't do the Indian-ish accent. What are you looking at? Can't you see I'm in the middle of something here? Eh? You're looking for hippos? Damn, I was hoping to put paid to this before it got out of hand. Well, those hippos you're looking for should be rolling through any moment. Now, just stand back and watch. Why would she know that? Really weird. You're causing them to charge technicality. Here they come. Oh. Yes. They are. Hi. Hey, no stopping. Why is there fruit in the middle of the... You've done it now, you Hamsa heads. Maru, what did I tell you about riding this high road? Boss! Well, the roads back home ain't good for riding no more, boss. We ain't got much choice. Hurdling hippos are dangerous! Heck, I'm surprised that you didn't go flying when the hippo came to a dead stop. Yeah, roaring down a main road, kicking up dust storms. You're scaring people. What? You already forgot about the Tower of Zot, the fire and the screaming, and the people turning? You really think that raising rackets is what we need right now? In any case, you ain't got it through your heads yet. I'll spell it out for you. Our racing days are over. They were over yesterday. They were over the day before that, too. I take it this solves your hippo mystery. Now that all that's left is to apologize for these sorry sods. Care to tell me where to direct our groveling? Alright, let's have a chat with this Kankana. You're coming too, Maru. I left you in charge, and the one in charge takes... I left you in charge, and the one in charge takes responsibility. That's how it goes. Why does he look so sad? You'll be there to give your report or something, right? See you soon enough, then. They keep talking about places we're not going to be able to go to until at least the next expansion. Unless the delay is causing it so that we get extra zones as we go along, which would be amazing, but it's highly unlikely. Now, who might these fresh faces be? I was expecting news about hippos, but perhaps you brought back a few lost souls as well. Something like that. Turn is the name, and on behalf of my hippos and associates here, I apologize for all the commotion. I know it's supposed to be female, but I'm sorry, the super slangy way of writing, I don't know. I feel more comfortable talking this way. We're used to racing our hippo carts on less traveled pathways of Vanspati, but you see, we never took much to society even before the sky started raining fire. Mostly just kept to ourselves and lived off the land. But being new to these parts is no excuse. We should have known better than to take the high road at high speed, and we're sorry for any undue stress we might have caused. We ain't got much to offer, but we'll make it up to you however we can. Thavnir is in a bad way, and if we're ever gonna do any good for anybody, now's the time. Or at least I'd like to think. I ain't got much in the way of ideas concerning how misfits like us can contribute. Have you ever considered Uber? Delivery work? You'd think that we could do something... You think we could really do something like that? I mean, a hippo cart's the fastest set of wheel there is, but... It's an excellent idea. Local trade is on its way to recovery, and the timely delivery of goods via hippo cart can only be a boon. However, delivery work requires a great deal of trust. You're transporting someone's precious possessions, after all. You will not only need to learn the trade, but to learn the respect of the people as well. Everyone starts somewhere, so there's no need to feel intimidated. If this sounds like something you'd like to try, why not let Kisara show you how it's done? It just so happens I have a parcel intended for the great work that was accidentally offloaded here today. It's filled with medicinal herbs from Gridania, and I'd like to send it over as soon as possible. Would you be a dear and deliver it with Turner? With your worldly presence, I'm sure that you will serve as a shining example of professionalism. I'll entrust the parcel to you, Turner. I have no doubt you will see it safely to its destination. Sorry for taking you out of your way, Kisara, but I look forward to seeing a professional do whatever it is that a professional does. I'll be waiting by the gates, so give me a shout when you're ready to go. Be ready when you are. My partner Saruya here is pulling the fastest cart on the island. I stowed the goods we were delivering under the seat so they won't get damaged or nothing. And we ain't about to leave you high and hippoless. There's another cart just for you. Our hippos are usually shy around strangers, but you were there with the fruit earlier, so you got nothing to worry about. They're smarter than to bite the hand that feeds. We don't let just anybody ride our carts, but if boss thinks you can handle it, no need for bellyache, Maru. We ain't racing the carts down the high road like some Hamsa heads I know. Now, off we go. Slow and steady. Off we go. I like the way I sit in this thing. Real nice. You look cramped in there, lady. And, I see an error. Oops. Not a bad way to travel, eh? My crew designed these carts from scratch, you know? From scratch? I guess the way that the hippos pull it. Historically, we Arkasodara never went around in chocobo carriages and the like, but at some point I got to wondering, why not? I like this. This is a good way to do exposition. Sure, we're a heavy bunch, but nothing's impossible if you put your mind to it, right? Well, after auditioning all kinds of critters, we finally came around to hippos. Hippo riding's a team effort. Our hippos can sprint with the best of them, but they ain't got a lot of stamina, so a good rider knows when to push them and when to let up. Here we are, safe and sound. Now we hand over the goods, right? You wouldn't be happy to talk about an imported package, would you? I need to see who's the one coming up. Okay, it's a dude. I've been waiting for a delivery ship, but I've seen neither keel nor prow of it. Wait, aren't you the one who saved Nidana? Ah, I see. Well, thank you both for going out of your way to bring this over. No large trading vessels can dock here, you see. Usually our orders are offloaded in Alnair and then shipped by drow, but sometimes they get mixed in with packages sent destined for Yilmad. And then the logistical nightmare begins, I'm afraid. May I check it to see if you indeed have my herbs? Yes, this is it. Importing these days is trying enough without the delivery mishap, so I'm relieved they made it here safely. And to think all that hippo hubbub was, in fact, industrious delivery work. A little frightening to watch without proper context, but you've done a marvelous job. I'll be sure to call upon your services again. That wasn't a delivery, but I guess a little misunderstanding. Never hurt anyone. People sure do trust you, though. I got trusted just standing next to you. He looked so happy about his herbs. He had me smiling along with him. Maybe we really can make a difference with this delivery business. Thanks for showing me the ropes and doing all the talking, too. I'd like to get straight back to Konkana, but from the looks of it, your hippo needs a breather. No surprise, considering what it's been through lately. Here's what we'll do. I'll let this boy rest up a bit. You go on ahead to Asuria. I'm trusting you with my prized set of wheels, so be careful. No scratches or nothing. Just ride it like you did coming here, and there shouldn't be any problems. Aw, I can't fly yet with this thing. Jaden, come look at the animation of this hippo walking. It's so cute! Huh? It's just so fun. It's so funny how cute it is. It's because it's got little stubby legs. That's what makes it cute.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. That is
A hippo carriage? Hippos can be dangerous, though. Their bite force is really strong. Yes, yes it is. And it's much smaller than most hippos. I think, based upon the size of me versus the size of it. Maybe it's a pygmy hippo. Pygmy usually means smaller. Mission complete. A triumphant Saruya trundles away in the cart in tow. Mankind will please be here of your successful delivery. I'm sure she will. And she will love me forever and ever. Anyway. This is a long set of quests. But then again, I know 2 quest chains led up to this, essentially. And then we have to set this up to get it started for realsies. Welcome back. Welcome back. Isara just told me about your successful delivery. Thank you for all your help, Turna. What did you think of your first job? The delivery part seems pretty straightforward, even for our ilk, but the whole build and trust thing won't be easy. Still, it's not like we can give up and go home to Vanspati. Sooner or later, we'll have to get used to living with other folks. You should see how relieved the alchemist was when he got his supplies. Feels nice to know that we did some good in the world. There's no greater reward for a job well done in my experience. If you choose to continue on this path, I am certain the joy you will bring will be returned to you tenfold. As this is a new endeavor for you and your associates, however, I do believe it best if someone oversees your progress. Isara, you did so much for Ogul that I have to ask, will you lend your aid to Turna and her associates? I know we're a right crew of misfits, Kisara, but I promise you we're hard workers. Give us a chance and we'll make you proud. You got moxie, kid. I like it. You got moxie. Let's go. Thank you. I swear you won't regret this. Now that that settles, it's time you. I think it's time you saw your new home. You see, I have come into possession of an old trading post that has since fallen into disuse. The structures may be a little worse for wear, but the plot itself is very conveniently located, and you are free to fix it up however you would like. You're just gonna let us use it? Just like that? I will lease it to you for a small fee. That is to say, if your business fails to turn a profit, I think you may have to I may have to rethink the use of that space one day. But we can talk about the particulars later. For now, how about you go and take a look? I've marked its location on this map. Gladly. Thanks for everything you've done for us. Well, let's reconvene at our new headquarters. I'll round up my people. She's got people. I was just complaining about how long this was going, and then all of a sudden, there we go, we're done. Now we got the tribe quest going. Isara, glad you turned up. As you can see, this place ain't no Megaduda, but Once we get the basics up and running, it'll start feeling like home in no time. We'll need a card shed for starters, and a place to put storing packages and whatnot. If I'm honest, boss, I'm still not sure about all this, but if you say we should give it a shot, I guess we could try. Thanks, Maru. Counting on you, you know? Alright, as of today, we're making our name as reliable delivery workers. We've got a lot to learn, but don't go easy on us. Teach us everything you know. I find this absolutely hilarious with how many delivery stuff we've been doing as well, that they think that I would be able to teach them, and they're right. Now we need a name for our new business. Something real trustworthy. Boss, we gotta fix this place up. We ain't got time to be worrying about names. What's wrong with our team name anyway? Our team name? You're right. We don't need to be fancy, just fast, reliable, and riding hippo carts. Hippo Riders it is! The Hippo Riders. Looking fancy! Led by their charismatic leader Tirna, the Hippo Riders have retired from racing and rebranded themselves as speedy delivery workers. However, they are still known on the island as local delinquents. Your experience as an adventurer... Are these Bozoku? Is that why they were so, like, rough around the edges with the way that they spoke, that I couldn't give it a proper Indian accent? Because they were basically being Bozoku? Motorcycle gangs of Japan? That's hilarious. I love it. I just realized that they were Bozoku. It took until now for that, when they said delinquents. Ah, still says Beast Tribe. I know they'll probably fix that later. It's just because it's a newer change that they have to put into place. Let's see. Peddler. Mender. I guess I'll go to Peddler. Just because I want to see. All materia? All battle materia. That means that this is a... I don't mind being behind for this. Just so long as I continue on moving forward after this. I really don't care about what the... Because I get them so often. It really doesn't matter. Oh, I can fly. Looks like it was just the one time. Jaden, do you believe a hippo can fly?
I mean, it could fly.
Let's see.
Almost every fly.
Uh-huh. It feels like an agent that sounds so gulal. I suppose you don't have any other cars. Yellow, perhaps? Not sure. Where, oh where? Oh my god. There you are. Let's just make the assumption that the red one is the last one we need to do. So we have this one here. Oh, and Yellow Mud. Let's just teleport to Yellow Mud. Probably faster. Then we'll head over to Akyali. Oh, so I'm advertising. Where's the last one? I think this one's out of range. Okay, yeah. There we go. Alright. Akyali is next, and then we turn them all in. Lumens and visit. I have to go all the way. All the way back to Yelamad. Then to go back to Svarna. Oh well. I will be able to figure out what the best routes will be. Your hat don't look for Lumens, and I'll tell you that much. Various dried goods. May or may not be. Soup stock? Are they overpaying for their goods? Who knows? I know that the Bismarck can afford it, so they keep getting, you know, high class clientele. The only place that could afford it better than the Bismarck is anything that's in The gold saucer, essentially. Amelia wooden crate. So you're to Naldik and Vismelis, the blacksmith and armor guild masters. Yes, I recognize it very much so. So we are not done. Yeah, we got a ways to go. It's fine. I care not. So what we will do is go unlock go unlock Mama A, Amalance, Amelians. What? Is that a slot car? I want it. Where do you get that? Let's see. Of mothers and merchants, I just have to be on the right class, which I'm not. Let's alchemist this. Yeah, see? Well-dressed attendant. Also very short. You're short, lady. No, I'm kidding.
You are... Pray forgive my directness, but you are none other than Madame Ozora, are you not? It's a pleasure to have finally made your acquaintance.
Actually, hold on. I like this angle. There we go. Okay.
It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. I am Merilid, a humble servant of House Levier. I have heard that you are an exemplary artisan. Is this true? If so, I should hope that you would be intrigued by a proposal from my employer. You see, Lady Amelayance has been focused on a rather important social welfare endeavor as of late, and seeks the aid of an artisan possessed of a talent commensurate with the task at hand. That glint in your eye tells me you wish to know more, so I invite you to speak with her in person. As fortune would have it, she's available at this very moment. You needn't say another word. I shall arrange for a seat under for you under the House Levier reservation. Please, pray make your way to the last stand at your earliest convenience, and await Lady Ameliance's arrival.
A lot of assumptions being made right now. What do you say, boys and girls? Should we meme on Alice and Alpha No by dressing up her mom in ridiculous outfits? Well, first we have to get there. We have to decide on what kind of outfit we're going to make her wear anyway.
Ugly.
But we have to decide which ones. And I have to unlock it too. I have to unlock being able to change her clothes, so. Huh? What does? That's That's fine. I level up at the same time, so it's all good. Good trade. I do missions that I level up my crafting classes, and eventually I get to dress her up. Kisara! I presume it was Merlid who sent you hither. Whoa! Oh no! My face when my face when oh, it's like, oh hey, it's Philippine. That's nice. And oh, hi. Yeah, about that. Lured by the prospect of fresh endeavors, no doubt. I myself am guilty of the same. Our Lady Levieus's correspondence is full of the most tantalizing hints of late. Hi, Philomene. And hi, Rowena. Surprise, surprise. What? Not happy to see me? Yeah. Oh, they just know. They know how much we don't like Rowena to some degree. Like, at least that it's frustrating, not that it's like we hate her. But at the very least, I don't. I don't despise her. It's just like, everything to you has to have a business angle to it. Everything. The only one that didn't wasn't my fault. And if you want me to help you out, I will, but you never brought it up again. I think I maybe come down with something. Hi, Rowena. Relax. This ain't my venture. I'm here Philomene's invitation. At the very least, I insist you join us for a cup of tea. Do sit down. I mean, Amelian's funded the Scions essentially, right? If I need to pay off Rowena because I've racked up a debt somehow with her, somehow, I'm sure that Amelians will pay it off for me, yes? I see. The studium's beginning to accept foreign students, is it? Yes. As you know, Charlian has long closed its borders and avoided interfering in the affairs of other nations, bound by its single-minded focus to secure the safety of the peoples of this star. With the final days averted, the need of such drastic measures has dissipated. And it took an awfully long time, and near the end of the world, but the winds of change have begun to blow. Charlian is trying to become an open nation. That said, not all students can afford the costs incurred by studying abroad, let alone the steep price of the student's tuition. I can scarcely imagine how those from the nations who suffered the worst during the final days might attempt such a feat. To ease the financial burden, oh god, we're talking economies with Rowena at the table. I'm very afraid. I am very afraid where this is going. Oh god, okay. I plan to offer all necessary school supplies free of charge. Furthermore, I have already begun talks with a number of Charlian families to propose an academic homestead program. My, what a lovely initiative. A good old-fashioned cultural exchange is sure to be mutually enlightening experience for many Charlians who've remained cooped up in the dusty old tomes. Such is my hope. Alas, you will recall that a great deal of the Levio fortune was poured into the outfitting of the Ragnarok, yes? Oh, was it? As such, I cannot hope to carry out this endeavor long term without financial backer. A partner, if you will. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Of all the people who could financially back this, why are we talking to Rowena? I can count on my hand at least maybe 2 other people, if not 5. I can only think of 2 off the top of my head that would do this without asking for that much payback like Rowena does. Can we not do it with Rowena, please? I'm all for noble causes, but you can't possibly be suggesting we provide everything for free. Oh, but of course I am. Were I to require students to repay the sum of tuition after graduating, as some few could afford, it would be no different than a loan, after all. I love the fact that she didn't balk. She's like, yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying we're just going to give it to them free, but I need somebody to give me money so I can give it to them for free. Alright. I see. Well, I wish I could help, but with no prospect of income, I must respectfully decline your offer. It's not meant to be rude, but I run a business, not a charity. I completely understand. Recently, I find myself reminiscing of the time I spent in the Dravanian hinterlands. Fortuno and the children and myself were also happy living in the Emporium. Idle though it may now be, the town was once idle though it may That was just a pun. That wasn't purposed by Ameliance. She's not that kind of person. That was the developers putting something in there. Idle though it may now be, the town was once tremendously effervescent, filled to the brim with inquiring souls who traveled from every corner of Eorzea in pursuit of knowledge. Of course, it was not solely prospective students and researchers who journeyed there, far from it. As a hub for seekers' knowledge, no small few merchants made their living by procuring research supplies. In turn, they had immediate access to a reservoir of cutting-edge inventions. Come to think of it, I dare say my contact in Eastern Aldenard Trading Company will be intrigued to hear of similar possibilities arising from our program. It was so very kind of Tataru to introduce us. The East Aldenard Trading Company? Oh god, she's going into business mode now. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh god. Hold on a minute now. What in the hells could possibly be giving this woman the confidence to act so bafflingly indifferent? Her husband's supposed to be a bigwig of that foreign of theirs, ain't he? It stands to reason that she may have heard rumblings of Charlian investing deeper in its education system. In that case, it'd be wiser to invest now to reap the benefits later. Oh, we're playing Rowena for a patsy! I love it! Let's go! Not really a patsy, to be fair. I'm sure that Ameliance is actually thinking like, oh, well, we could ask the Saldinar Trading Company, though they probably would refuse as well, if I'm being brutally honest, but that's okay. Better yet, the students who end up attending this will be the best and brightest of their respective nations. If I make them feel indebted to me now, they'll be obligated to repay the favor to me in the future. Once they've become powerful and distinguished members of society, of course. Rowena. I will also have need of skilled artisan to procure the necessary supplies. No doubt the demand is sure to be immense. Goodness me, just look at me prattle on when you've got no interest in the matter. I must really get... I have a feeling Tataru learned from her on how to be so freaking cutthroat in business. Holy moly. More than Rowena. Because she got stuff from Rowena easy. She must have learned from Amelians. And basically, freaking Rowena doesn't know that. And she's just getting played. And I love it. Let's go. I'm sorry. I'm excited about this. Not the best cookie, no. I suppose. I haven't actually seen the ads, but I will say I don't favor Chips Ahoy. There are better chocolate chip cookies out there than Chips Ahoy. But I will not turn up my nose at Chips Ahoy if it's offered to me. I have no idea about the ads, so I can't speak to those. Okay.
I really must be getting on home. Countless preparations need to be made ere my distinguished guest arrive. Hold that thought. I've come around to your proposal. And as your partner, the House of Splendors pledges its considerable support to your endeavor. And an investment for the future, let's call it. That is, on one condition. Kisara must be the sole supplier. I love the fact that they even played horror strings for that. My, how fortuitous. I did not expect you to pledge your support, but full glad am I that you have. Together we can give countless students the opportunities they deserve. Oh, what say you, Kisara? Would you be able to spare some time from the seemingly infinite number of responsibilities that require your attention?
Can we not do this, Rowena? Oh god, I'm being peer pressured. I don't like this. I don't...
Wonderful. I'm counting on both of you.
I am going to relish every second. Oh, dude, if we get to dress up Rowena instead of Amelians, I would pay big bucks just to stick her in a chocobo suit. Something stupid.
Philomene and Rowena have already left, if you're wondering. They intend to do some sightseeing in town before returning home. I do hope you were able to enjoy our tea time together. I can think of none other more deserving than for a brief respite. But I must apologize, however, for dragging you into this matter. You deserve a full explanation, but not here. Would you care to meet at my home? Splendid. I will await you at the Levier estate.
Off we go then. Levier estate. Boom. Boop. Boop. Hey, you're not upstairs like you usually are. How you doing?
Thank you for humoring me, Kisara, and welcome once again. For years, I supported my children from afar as a sponsor of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Yet, even though the Scions have disbanded, it has done little to diminish my desire to be of service. That's why I decided it's past time I made my own contribution to the world, to this star that you and my children have sacrificed so much to save. But I am merely one person. My source is limited. Words can ill express how grateful I am for your aid. In time, I hope that you will come to see me not only as the mother of Alphinaud and Alice, but as your partner and friend. And as I said before, I'm counting on you, Kisara. Now, there is, in fact, another reason why I invited you here. The Levier household will be partaking in the homestead program, and I have already accepted a student. She comes from a family of accomplished alchemists. Wow. Does it happen to be alchemist just because I'm an alchemist, or is it alchemist and it's just weird that I'm an alchemist? Oh, hailing from Thavnir. Nope, she's an alchemist. Merlin has already gone to fetch her from the port, so I imagine she'll arrive ere long.
An alchemist from Razathan, huh?
Lady Amaliance, I pray I did not keep you waiting over long. Miss Miladine has arrived. Nice to meet you. I'm Miladine, fresh arrived from Thavnir.
I say Razathan to equivalent to Thavnir because Razathan is the capital. Anyway,
It's a pleasure making your acquaintance. Oh, the pleasure's all mine, I'm sure. You must be utterly exhausted after such a long voyage. I'm Amelians, and standing beside me is none other than... Oh, I know! It's Mistress Alice, isn't it?
do I look that short? Do I actually look that short? Also, do I look anything like her? Because I assume you guessed it was Alice because of the fact that I was a woman and, you know, I'm in this house. But the point is that you know that I'm related to Amaliance to some degree. Do I look like I have anything to do with Amaliance as far as genes is concerned? I could make myself look like Amaliance. Well, maybe not Amaliance, but at least related to some degree. But I'm not gonna. Not gonna.
I'm afraid not, my dear. This charming personage beside me is in fact Kisara, my business partner, better known as the hero who saved the staff in the final days. I'm sorry, it was rude of me to presume. I've heard so much and more about you, but I never had the face put to a name. Putting that aside, it is a dream come true for me to finally stand in the magnificent halls of the Studium. I could collapse with happiness at the very spot. Within these dignified walls surrounding me, this is not the Studium though, but okay. She's that nervous. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I can deal with this. I can't deal with freaking... But I can deal with this. It's fine.
I feel as though I stand in the very annals of history itself. My mind wanders to the countless brilliant minds who made the discovery after discovery here.
Not here, my dear. Not here.
Miss Miladin, I'm afraid it is not the Studium, but the Levier estate in which you stand. This residence shall be your lodgings for the duration of your stay.
I mean, I've seen what Thavnir looks like. Their lodgings outside of, say, Megaduda looks nothing like this. So, of course, she would just equivalent it to something like that and be like, this has got to be where we study because, holy shit, this looks like Razathan here. Razathan.
Anyway. It may take some getting used to, but it's my wish that you come to feel at home here.
Don't make her pass out. 3, 2, 1.
This is your home? Though I have much to learn, and the thought of your present impression of me fills me with dread, I hope that we can get along. Oh, you needn't be so formal. Tell me what I can do to make you feel more comfortable. I know! Call me Mila! It's what my folks back at home call me, while Miladine is usually reserved for when I'm in trouble. Pray forgive me, I'm afraid I must continue to observe formalities, Miss Miladine. If it please you, I shall escort you to your room.
Does Foshono know about this? I'm curious to whether or not Foshono knows about this.
A number of other families will also be opening up their homes to students from abroad in the coming days. Days.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, trying to find the right place to hold my tongue and mouth.
I must set a good example as the first host mother. If all goes to plan, we can expand the program to include even more students. Let us waste no time. There's plenty of work to be done. The classes at the studio will begin once the students have had time to settle in, and I would like to use this period to procure all of the necessities needed for the matriculation.
I know that word. I know what matriculation is.
You may find any materials you need by speaking to Sinov, the apothecary in the Agora. Let us give the students the welcome they deserve.
Oh, I get both. Okay. Nom noms. I got nom noms. Custom deliveries unlocked. Ameliance Levieux. Huzzah. Alright. Even though I've unlocked it here, I assume that... Oh, I do turn it in here, but I just need to know what the things I turn in are. I need the timers, custom deliveries. Yes, we do get to dress her up, because Monago you can't. Uniform. El-Tool you can't. Dragon. But Ameliance. Aha. So we will be making an etheroconductive quill. And as such... Custom deliveries, Ameliance, etheroconductive quill. We need... Right. 6 deliveries a week. Oh, but it might change with 3, right? Let's do 3. We're in the right spot, right? Yeah. I could have teleported, but I decided to use the time to do this. Charlemagne. I haven't done this one. That's probably the one that I left behind, which I'll go and finish at some point. But for now, the apothecary. There she is. So I need 3 etheroconductive quill components. If it's not that expensive, I don't mind getting 6. Oh, yeah. But I won't craft them all. You almost ready to take a bath and go to bed, buddy? Yes, it is. I think they fixed the water heater on Monday. Mm-hmm. Remember, that's why I left Ruby still at Mimi's house, because I didn't want them to bother I didn't want her to be bothering the water heater technicians. And they had the front door open the entire time because they were going in and out. I do have at least 3 splots, right? Yes, good. Good. I don't know what They added that! That's nice! I know that they did. That's cool. I like that. Thank you. This is 60 durability. Oh shit. All my stuff isn't... I would assume my 80 durability craft might do it. And if it breaks, it breaks. Let's go. This is an old macro, so it might be out of date with what I need to do. Never you mind. I got it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go. At least with this early stuff. And again, my alchemist is only 82, so... I know I don't need like half these moves, but it's one of those things of I'd rather just let it go. Let it go. Alleyway. Alleyway. Even at my, like, pretty bad where it took all the way to the last hit to hit it. We'll turn in 3. Just to see how much I get. I've done custom deliveries before, thank you very much. What'd she say? The quills you prepare will not only be facilitating note-taking for lectures, but the transcription of rituals and spells as well. Pardon me while I take a closer look. The greater ethereal connectivity of the instrument, the more conductive it'll be to their studies, you understand? I'm a little lost for words. This is simply outstanding. Should the students grow accustomed to such immaculate craftsmanship, I fear nothing less will ever satisfy them again. I shall take great pains to explain the unique circumstances under which it's been commissioned. Yeah, same thing again. Perfect. This is more than enough for now. You've done amazing work, Kisara. It occurs to me that for all your prowess in battle, often now and I say apparently are wholly unaware of your remarkable skills as an artisan. Perhaps I shall take this opportunity to boast of your many talents and next letter to them. They don't tell you how I craft shit. Someone's gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight. Joke. It would only be somebody in the game anyway, so it's fine. Wow, she cleans up good. I've returned from the studio, Lady Amaliance. Welcome home, Mila. How was your first day of classes? Oh, it was wonderful. Not only the professors, but my classmates too were astonishingly friendly. I can hardly believe how many friends I've already made. That's reassuring to hear. And I must say you wear the uniform quite well. Goodness, you're making me blush. Thank you, Lady Amaliance. Not just for the compliment, but for everything. Once I've learned to wield spells from my studies here, I can return home triumphant, having proved my mother wrong. Would you care to elaborate? Yes, of course. For generations, those in my family have traditionally become alchemists. Each of us pouring our hearts and souls into the creation of medicine. The final days, however, changed everything. I first saw that there are countless lives not even the most advanced medicine can save. I came to the decision that I must learn to wield magic, even if it meant traveling as far as Sharlayan, against my mother's wishes, but at my father's urging. I took my chances and made the journey here. You have been through an awful lot. Why, pray tell, is your mother so opposed to you learning spellcraft? I cannot say for certain, but alchemy has always been a source of pride for my family. She may find the decision to study at an alternate discipline offensive, as though I'm rejecting my lineage in some way, which simply isn't the case. Though I love alchemy, I'm not so beholden to it that I'm blind to its shortcomings. To me, the decision was simple. If magic can save more lives than medicine, then I must learn to wield it, even if it breaks my mother's heart. With that, all that said, I still hardly know left from right when it comes to spellcraft. I'm surprised that my application for the academic homestead was even accepted in the first place. You have earned your place here, Mila. Nothing more, nothing less. But thank you for speaking so candidly with us. Know that you have our full support. Whatever you need, pray do not hesitate to ask. You're both far too kind. I have a lot of ground to make up, but I promise I won't let you down. Jaden, look at this new juice I got. Look what it's called.
What does it do?
That just gives me stat bonuses.
Yeah, but what do you mean? It's calling
What's the name of it?
Tammy
No. The name of the item.
happiness.
Amalliance, by the way. It's French. Appointed to House Leveilleur. Oh, God. What's going to be the end of this?
I've no doubt there are other students from abroad who, much like Mila has yet struggle with their spellcraft. As such, supplemental tools for their studies shall prove beneficial. Toads and magical foci, most of all. Foci. Foci or foci? Foci, I believe. Anyway. The better the quality, the more quickly they shall be able to master the basics. Can I count on yours? I trust I can count on your assistance. Marvelous. Thank you, Kisara.
Alrighty. Oh, well, I can do this way as well. Ethereal-conductive focus. You must focus. So I need the ethereal conductive focus, which requires ethereal conductive focus components. I am so glad I didn't craft the other ones. They should pop up on occasion, I would assume, once I'm complete anyway. But I will, since I can only turn in 3 more for this. I only have space for 3. Oh, when I'm finished crafting the 3, I can actually be done anyway. Let's see, because this one's, a step higher. I'm only 82. Actually, I think it's sinks in technicality. So far, so good. All right, perfect. Yay, 83. And the last one, and then we'll head back to Amalliance, turn it in, maybe level up one more, depends. The good news is I can actually do this part daily. Yishchol has been watching me run around. It's just like, what are you doing? Like, nothing. Don't tell Alafano and Alice. What?
The magical arts require appropriate focus, through which to hone one's skills. Whether it is an array of newliths, a plane sphere, a cane, or magical concoction, there are numerous options. Quality is key, however, so please bear with me while I take a closer look. I'm at a loss for words. Let's see. Okay, that part is exactly the same as with the quills. Sweetness. I got 2 levels. Or 2. So we got 3 to go. Oh no, this isn't daily, this is weekly. This is weekly. I take it back. Thank you, Kisara, not only for procuring supplies, but for believing in my vision. After everything I've heard from your grand adventures with Alphino and Alice, never in my wildest dreams did I believe that we might find ourselves working together. But I could not have asked for a better partner. Oh, never mind. I wasn't done. Alright, buddy. Time to go take that BF. Let's actually go finish up the thing so I can unlock the other turn-in thing per week. Jaden, get the bath ready.
Since I didn't all the time.
Ah. I see, I see. Yeah, it's 11:30 right now. Sure. I assume that can't continue until I do the other bit over here. There was another one in the, not the broom, but the other place. The place with the thing. The firmament. The firmament. See, there's that blue one there. I assume that will unlock the How are you not cold? Any of you? Chili crab would have been really useful. The other. Ah, Kasara, it's a pleasure to see you. Ba-da-da-da. I want to read through this quickly because I gotta give Jaden the bath. Or get him going on the bath. Risen Song Quarter. If it's only a tour, this is gonna be good. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Sure. As I said, I need to get him ready. So let me just do this. There he is. And then I'll go start him up and then I'll be back. Hopefully I'm not, let's see.
I hope our presence won't be a bother.
Forgive me. The building before us I have dubbed Sir Vandrow's Grace. Ooh. It is a place where the ailing and injured might see to their wounds or maladies tended to. Some of our patients require only the briefest treatment before they are back on their feet again, while others more serious might stay in these halls for months. They are... Okay. So this actually might be where the the casting quest came from. Oops. I know that Britain's beg your pardon, me lady. I assume that if I was a dude, it would be me lords. Might I trouble you for a moment? With that hat? No. Go home and change that hat. It's ridiculous, and you need to get rid of it. I'm but a humble artist working reconstruction and firmament on canvas for posterity. So the two of you here. How Cheverdon? You thought that face paint was gonna hide you? No, it was a different thing. The way he was shocked was that he's like, but I put on all my eyeliner. He shouldn't have known. I love all the resolutions from the Heavensward story are so nice. I love it. That was one of the toughest stuff that we had to deal with. It was really hard to kind of find a good balance of it. Really tough. No Soak Springs. Uh-oh. I wonder if we can adjust the Aether that Bahamut went and, absolutely wrecked. So this place can actually have seasons instead of just snowing all the time. Below? Can I jump? Can I jump? Yes. Oh, I didn't know this place was here. This reminds me of the ice place up in Sword and Shield. They had a spring like this, except that it wasn't like a bath spring. It was more of a just like, oh hey, it's a spring that's here. Yeah.
We're too family friendly to have anybody in anything less in cold. Then it'd be like, yeah, this is the bath. What? I welcome you to Snow Please. Dravanian Highlands. I was about to say, where the hell did you get fire crystals? And we get interrupted. Oh, God. I just realized something, but just nothing that really matters at the moment. Oh, God. Hello? Simps, one of all of them. All the negative kind of simps. Simping is not necessarily a negative aspect, but this is all the negative parts of it. You have a job to do. Get over yourselves. That goes for all. You know, I was saying, aren't you guys cold to the people over there? These guys even worse so. But then I just looked at myself and I'm like, yeah, no, I have no right to talk. Main plaza of the Rising Sun Quarter, huh? I'll come back here later. Yep. What's up, buddy? Huh? Oh, shoot. I'll get you one in a second. Let's see. Yep, it's amazing. We did a lot of good work, everybody. Mostly everybody else, not me. I didn't do a lot here, to be fair. Alrighty. I think I already have some chili crab in my inventory. Yeah. I'll just take more chili crab. Chili crab cakes. Who are you guys again? Oh yeah, Marcelo. Nice. I like this idea. Leave it to me. I'm pretty good at hiding secrets. Except for, apparently, you know, my disgust of certain business women. Or having to deal with certain business women with business stuff. And I promise you, it's all due to business practices and nothing else. Alright. Alright. Who are we meeting? Artorial? Big bro! Head of household! When did you send the mail? Yesterday, huh? I'll have to see. Either way, What's up, buddy? I'm almost done. But
Yeah.
Nice. I kind of have an idea where this is going, so we're gonna skip some things beyond the fact that I can always watch the cutscenes later. And this thing's old now. I don't see the images of the Fury. What are you talking about? Wait, I'm gonna be the one playing the piano? I missed that piece. am a bard. Level 90. Suppose I could do this. I go up to a piano, Jaden. I start bing, bing, bing. You feel as your playing skills have improved considerably.
Imagine doing fresh.
I mean, heck yeah. We're playing that song, huh? Having completed your practice, you feel confident you could comfortably perform any tune placed before you. Really? Really? That felt like it was still a little rough around the edges if I had to absolutely... Apparently, okay. I guess we'll have to save this for later because it's already getting late. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will continue this. If not on Sunday evening, then Monday. Actually, hold on. What are we doing on Tuesday? I think we're skipping that. Hold on. What's the thing? No meeting on Tuesday. Okay. So on Tuesday, we'll for sure by Tuesday, if not by Monday. I want to do some more Vampire Survivors at some point too. So just in case, for sure by Tuesday, we'll continue this a little bit. But either way, you guys have been 10 out of 10 with me, and I will hopefully see you guys then. You guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you guys are.